Hi, my name is Marci Sawyer, and I want to just give you a little bit of information about who I am. I am a mom of 3 amazing kids. They're adults now. But when they were younger, we did the adoption fostering through the system, and we had a beautiful child that was able to be placed in our home, and we were able to adopt the child, and he became part of our family. He's my son. We love him and everything, and to the moon and back. But he has a lot of things that came with him, and with that was a lot of challenges and a lot of behaviors that he had. And one thing is, we didn't have the support of the state. We didn't have support of any counselors or any systems out there for us. So I had to figure out how to help this child of mine, to give this child the best life for him. And so without any help and any resources, and actually a lot of times I was getting a lot of backlash from my friends, from family, from just people that just looked in a little bit of a narrow tunnel in of our lives. And so that didn't help, obviously. And so we were trying to navigate how to help this child, what is the best resources for this child. And I ended up coming up with a lot of my own. I ended up trying things that worked and some didn't. My child has ODD, ADHD, bipolar, and somewhat of some other behaviors. And so there's not a one-fix-all situation here, as it may fix one of his behaviors or one of his things that he has, but it's not going to fix everything, and one will trickle down to the other. And so we always had to be ready to change things up, come up with a different system, a different plan, a different tool that will work for him. One would work for a couple weeks, and then he'd be like, screw it, I'm done. And so we had to come up with something else. And so with everything I have done and learned with him, I took that also into how to help other kids in my childcare centers, in my in-home cares that I was doing. And so in trying to help other parents, as yes, they might have help and resources from a therapist or from a doctor or family and friends, and that's always amazing to have that type of support. But sometimes you have to have other things that are kind of out of the box situations and ideas to help kids and help what would work and what not. One thing I always tell people is what will work today may not work next week or tomorrow. So you have to be willing and able to change something at a blink of an eye, or have something always ready in the back of to go, ready to go. And one thing is, and it was hard, even as me, and I know I was guilty of it. I had problems with it, but always making sure that no matter what you were doing a good job. I always felt like I was failing. I was a bad mom. I wasn't a good person. And it's hard when you hear things and people are saying things about you or things are happening around you. But if you take what other people say and go against you, it's going to hinder the kid more than anything. And I honestly can 100% say, I know ours did. Ours, how I was feeling and how I was reacting, sometimes I wasn't doing the best I could do. And so with that is why I want to make YouTube channels. I want to, the managing coach, I want to give out tools. I want to give out ideas. I want to give out resources. I want to be support for people out there. If you're a teacher, if you're a mom, if you're a parent, a guardian, a foster parent, if you are anybody who has kids that have that challenging behaviors, I want to help you to, one, know that you're not alone. You're doing an amazing job. You're a rock star, and you're not failing. You are fabulous. You're just a superstar, and we don't hear that enough. And sometimes you need to hear that. And so if that's even just me being that person for you, just being your cheerleader and helping you, I will be that person. I want to also there's tools and ideas of helping teachers and parents of going, you know what, instead of doing something this way, we got to kind of think outside the box of how to get these kids excited and engaged more on learning. So their behaviors are not always going to come around because they're bored or tired or other things. So if you keep on watching my channel, I will give you tools, I will give you building blocks, I will give you teaching ideas, I will give you resources, I will give you ideas of how to help those behaviors and the kids that are in your life. And I want to be that support because I've been there. I had to do it on my own, and I don't want another person to have to go through another day, another time of feeling like they're failing. You might be a teacher and you might think, I used to be able to manage a classroom and do things with these kids, and now I can't get these kids to listen. I can't get these kids to do what they need to do, what I want them to do, or I'm a mom and I can't get them to do their homework or go to bed, or I can't get them to just do simple tasks of cleaning up their toys. And so I want to help you with some little bit of ideas, a little bit of tricks and traits to help you to maybe make your day and your life a little bit easier, one day at a time. And if you keep on following this page, you will get more tools, more resources, and we can even help just talk and communicate. Sometimes that's all you need, is someone to help you. As you can see behind me, I make puzzles, I have a little writing board, I have like a reward chart that I make. I also make pillows for calming corners and stuff for kids to snuggle and cuddle and fight and argue and hit and punch and poke and stuff at. I also have books and stuff for kids to be able to write their feelings and their emotions down, because not all kids are open to communication by mouth and words and so forth. Some kids, they don't want to tell you, but they'll write it in their journal or they'll draw you a picture. And so a lot of these tools and tricks I will give you, and we will go over more in depth of them and more in my videos. If you want some ideas or suggestions now and you don't want to wait, comment below. I will love to help you out. But I am Marci Sawyer. I own a childcare center. I've been doing childcare for 25 years. I have 3 kids. Every one of them has somewhat type of a disability. If it's just a reading disability, if it's dyslexia, if it's a behavior disability. But every type of thing kind of causes us to have a behavior or a struggle sometime in our lives. And so having tools and building blocks to help us through those will help us to be able to help and navigate our kids. Life is so much different when I was in school or even when my kids were in school now. And just having some help and ideas can help us navigate through all of this. I own a center now. I also own a education wood business, which helps you to give you some different ideas, give you the resources that can help you with kids, like a busy bag, give you activities to do to keep the kids busy and engaged, kind of get them off their electronics. I feel like that somewhat is the main thing that's causing some of these behaviors, is kids are always on electronics. We got to get them off of them a little bit, not all of it, but just a little bit at a time can help us be able to communicate more with them. And just helping you is my goal, is my passion in so many different ways in your life. So comment below, follow me, subscribe, like me. Again, I'm Marci Sawyer. I'm the managing coach, and I would love to help you manage through the behaviors and that you're going through in your classroom, in your mom life, in your parenting. I'm here for you. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye, guys.